we're going to do senior day, and then we'll do anthem. I don't want to Blake, are you ready? No, we're doing senior day first.
Fans, at this time, please turn your attention to the mat as we begin our senior night ceremonies here for the Averett University men's wrestling team. Tonight we honor the 2023 wrestling senior class. I'd like to thank them for all that they've done for the Cougars throughout their time here with the program. Our first senior is Billy Baldwin. A native of Virginia Beach, Virginia, Billy has a career record of 55-26 at Averett. He was a transfer from Division I Old Dominion University. In 2020, Baldwin was an NCAA national qualifier. He placed third at the War at the Shore tournament. He was a 2021 New Wave Revolution Folk Style champion, a 2022 Southeast Wrestling Conference finalist, and placed 7th at the NCAA Southeast Regionals. He also earned ODAC Wrestler of the Week. Billy is joined by his parents, Teresa and Billy, and he'll be graduating with an honors degree in marketing and is the only person in the program to complete the digital marketing certification. He plans on attending grad school for finance and work in commercial development, focusing on property acquisitions. Let's give it up for Billy Baldwin. Our next senior is John Bishop, a native of Cartersville, North Carolina. Bishop has 22 career wins and is a two-time Biller Invitational placer and Star City placer. He's joined by his mother, Beverly. He's majoring in physical education and religion, and he plans on attending seminary school to get a master's of divinity. Let's give it up for Jonathan Bishop. Our next senior is Gabe LeVay, a native of Mechanicsville, Virginia. He transferred from Division I North Carolina State University, where he won the Appalachian State Open. At Averett, he has a 19-4 record prior to an injury sustained last season. He placed 2nd at the 2021 New Standard Invitational and placed 6th at the 2021 Ned McGinley Invitational. In addition, he was named a 2021 Averett Wrestling Academic Scholar Award winner and was a 2022 NWCA Scholar All-American. Gabe is joined by his coach and friend Sam Braswell. He's majoring in physical education. He plans on teaching in Hanover County and continue to run his own wrestling club, Hanover Hawkeye Wrestling Club. Let's give it up for Gabe LeVay. Our next senior is Daniel Porter, a native of Jacksonville, Florida. Daniel transferred from Iowa Lakes Community College and Greensboro College to Averett. He has 49 collegiate wins, and he was also a two-time Cougar Open third-place finisher, and was named an all-conference wrestler, placing 4th in the Southeast Wrestling Conference. Daniel is joined by his parents, Lisa and James Porter. He's majoring in exercise wellness, and he plans to attend grad school. Let's give it up for Daniel Porter. Our final senior is Hai Su, a native of Durham, North Carolina. He transferred from Greensboro College and has a career record of 76-20 with 56 wins by bonus points. In his career, he racked up 36 wins by pinfall, 6 tech falls, and 14 major decisions. This season, he was ranked as high as number 6 in the nation, with a 22-3 record this year. Hai won first place at the Adrian Invitational, the Cougar Open, and the New Standard Invitational earlier this season. He was a two-time NCAA national qualifier and 3-time Southeast placer, finishing 4th, 2nd, and 3rd. In addition, he also was named a NWCA third-team All-American and was a 2022 NCAA Round of 12 finisher at the NCAA tournament. Earlier this season, he also earned ODAC Wrestler of the Week honors. Tonight, he is joined by his high school wrestling coach, Matt Brown, his girlfriend, Kelly Chang, teammate and friend Marcus De La Rosa, and friend Grayson Mills. Majoring in art, Hai plans on transitioning to MMA and attending architect school. Let's give it up for a high, Sue. Ladies and gentlemen, let's give our wrestling senior class another round of applause. But at this time, we ask that you join us as we honor America as the Averett Singers under the direction of Dr. Ann Lewis sing tonight's national anthem. And now let's meet tonight's starting lineups. Beginning at 125 from Greensboro, Juwan Gibbons. And for Averett, a sophomore from Fishersville, Virginia, Daniel Parker. At 133 from Greensboro, Ivan Benitez. And for the Cougars, a senior from Jacksonville, Florida, Daniel Porter. At 141 from Greensboro, Josh Wilson. And for Averett, a junior from Pawnee, Virginia, Ollie Carsolin. At 149 for Averett, a senior from Mechanicsville, Virginia, Gabe LeBay. Greensboro, Trevor Carter. And for Averett, a freshman from Norwood, North Carolina, Michael Gabbard. And 184 from Greensboro, Khalil Hupp. And for Averett, a sophomore from Cocoa, Florida, Khalil Mitchell. At 197 from Greensboro, Maximilian Steele and Linwood King. And for the Cougars, a freshman from Sterling, Virginia, Jacob Jimenez, and a junior from Newport News, Virginia, Jaleel Jones. And in heavyweight tonight for Greensboro, we have Brandon Williams and Ernesto Vicomo. And for Averett Jr. from New Camp, Virginia, Jamar Christian. As well as Will Longhurst. Greensboro is coached by Justin Hardy, and for your Cougars, head coach and his fourth season, Blake Rullo. He's assisted by Keith Gomez, Sam Braswell, Brendan Woody, and Derek Morley.
Good evening and welcome to everyone watching. My name is Caleb Harmon.
Alongside Thomas Heaney.
We're here to watch home duel, your Averett University Cougars facing Greensboro Pride.
Tonight's duel begins at 125 pounds. For Greensboro, Juwan Gibbons, and for the Cougars, Daniel Bartulo.
First duel of the match. First match of the duel here. 125 pounds, Daniel Parculo. Expect to see a lot of fast-paced movement here in this match, as well as probably 33 and 41. A lot of speed in these lighter weights. Heavy hand fight, and Parculo goes for a duck and does not succeed, and we're still neutral. Shot by Greensboro, going for the high crotch, and Parculo is able to stuff the shot and pull them into underhook back to their feet. Two on one there by Greensboro. Parculo's going to want to circle here to get his tail end back into the circle. Givens is able to show the ref that he's putting in more action. Could be a stall call, and ref calls action. Says both guys were attempting to move there. Back in the center and neutral. No score yet, still 0-0. A minute 20 left in the first period. Two on one to a shot. Went for a high crotch, and Parculo was almost able to get around behind him there for two, but Givens was able to square up and keep him from getting the takedown. Front headlock position here. To another shot attempt and nothing. 45 seconds left here in this first period. Double by Givens, and Parkulo is able to stuff the shot and gets in the leg on his own, but unable to score with it. He's got an underhook in here on the edge. He can look to score, try to take him out of bounds, and potentially get a stalling call, and they break action, 20 seconds left. Still scoreless here in this first match of the duel. A shot attempt back into a front headlock, and that's going to be time here. Score is 0-0 going into the second period.
You know, Caleb, even though it's scoreless at the end there, it got pretty exciting, so, you know, shaping up to be a good period here.
Yeah, it definitely did. A lot of action. We choose to go neutral here. Looking to see a lot more of that action, like you said, we saw at the end of that first period. I didn't actually see who chose neutral. I know that Greensboro had the choice. Shot attempt, and Parkulo brings it to a front headlock, goes for a dresser jump, and puts him to his back, and we can look for a pin here, and we do. Daniel Parkulo of Averett University gets the fall over Givens of Greensboro. So the dual meet score is now 6-0 going into the 133 match. We'll see Daniel Porter, who, fun fact, used to wrestle at Greensboro and then transferred here during the summer.
Yep, that's exactly the start the Cougars want right there, though. Parkulo starting the Cougars off very nicely.
It's a great start for the Cougars. Porter's going to look to keep the momentum going here against Greensboro.
Porter, a sophomore out of Jacksonville, Florida here.
Good shot there by Porter, and he goes to, gets the body lock and throws in the hip and almost puts him to his back, but Benitez was able to roll through and keep from getting back points scored on him. Porter trying to throw in the leg there. Almost had it, but Givens was able to push it out. So Porter here is going to look to, if I had to guess, he's trying to pull that arm in, so I'm going to say he's going to go for a tilt at some point, but he's got that pressure on the head. Pulling that wrist in there. Givens is doing a good job of keeping his wrist out, but as I say that, Porter almost gives a little suck back, put him on his back, but wasn't enough time for exposure, and we're out here as Givens tries to get to his feet. I'm sorry, Benitez, I've been saying the wrong name. Big lift there by Porter, and Benitez right back to his feet. Ref is going to give him one, so score's tied. Sorry, score is 2-1 here. Daniel Porter has 1 minute of riding time.
Good effort by Porter here.
He's doing a very good job at wrestling through these positions. Benitez definitely could have gotten a takedown there, but Porter's been able to hold him off and keeping that intensity up.
Exactly.
So with 40 seconds left, Daniel Porter is up 4-1 after that takedown. Locking hands call there. You're the top man. You're not allowed to reach around and lock your hands together. So score was 4-1, and because of the locked hands and now the escape, score is 4-3 with 20 seconds left in the period. Double attempt there, and will he get it? And he does. That's 2 more for Porter. 3 takedowns already in the first period. So as we close out this first period, score is going to be 6-3.
Yeah, Porter really came on there late, Caleb, and that's exactly what the Cougars want to see, so it's a good sign.
For sure, it's definitely a good sign. He's been keeping the pace up the entire first period, the entire match really so far, and Red's going to choose bottom here, look to get out and try to close the gap. Reset here. And Benitez is able to get out, so 6-4 here early in the second period. See if we can see some more of that pace that Porter was putting on in the first period. No takedown still, no takedown. Porter's doing really well. Keep moving. He gets to a cradle of his own. He locks it up. He's locked it up. That should be 2 there.
What an effort by Porter.
No score yet from the ref, but he's got this great wrestling there by both guys. Porter did a really good job of keeping Benitez from getting that takedown, and honestly, that could have gone either way. Both guys could have been on their back there, but did a very good job on both sides of keeping the action going, keeping the pace, and double attempt. He lifts him, and there it is. There's the takedown we've been waiting on. So with a minute left in the second period, score is going to be 8-4. He's got a cradle locked up. He's got time. He's got plenty of time. Can he put him on his back here? He's going to step through and try to shelf it. He does. That is tight. He's got him on his back. Refs counting exposure. That's going to be a fall for Averett. Averett up 2-0 so far in this dual meet. Score is going to be 12-0.
Yeah, and Porter obviously gets that, but Benitez also showed a really great effort and a lot of pride in that match also.
A lot of pride. I see what you did there. The Greensboro pride.
Match pride, yep.
Let's go.
Greensboro pride.
So going into the third match, dual score is 12-0. Averett with 2 pins back-to-back. As we're going to see Ali Cardialainen here up against Greensboro's Josh Wilson.
See if Wilson can get it going a little bit here for the pride.
Wilson immediately to a dump. Scores 2-0 now with Wilson from Greensboro ahead of Cardialainen. Big mat return there. This is one of those positions where, the top man doesn't effectively have to try to score. He can really just try and ride the guy out, and Ollie does a good job of getting up to his feet. And Wilson goes for a no score yet, and they're out. Ollie almost got the takedown there off of Wilson's shot attempt. That was a good little flow they had there.
Yep.
Front headlock position. Ollie's going to want to circle here, but both men have a chance to score. You hear Coach Rule saying no pancake. He does not want Ollie getting thrown to his back, and as I say that, Wilson hits a little shuck to the side and gets the 2. So with 45 seconds left here in the first period, Josh Wilson of Greensboro is up 4-1. A little over a minute and a half riding time. He's got an arm bar in, and Ollie's doing a good job of fighting the turn so far. He's still got 15 seconds left. Short time scenario here. It's going to be in his best interest not to get turned here at the end of the first, and he succeeds. So end of the first. Scores 4-1. And you see the crowd getting excited. Ollie's choosing top.
Yep, and it's a great crowd tonight for the Grant Center on senior night as well.
For sure. Goes to throw in a boot, and didn't work out the way he wanted it to, but score 5-1 here. Getting into the second. Sweep by Wilson, and he gets the takedown. So as I say 5-1, it's now 7-1 in favor of Greensboro. Makes it 7-2. Wilson doing a solid job of hand fighting and getting to those attacks, really picking up his pace. And 9-2, still in decision territory. He would need one more point to get the major. Got to wonder if he's going to go for the pin here, if he's just going to try to score bonus points for the team. 45 seconds left in the second period. Short time here, 15 seconds left. Wilson still has not been able to turn Ollie. Ollie doing a very, very good job of keeping his hips down and keep from getting exposure. So going into the third, scores 9-2. Effectively with riding time. Riding time is locked in, so with riding time, the score is 10-2. It's going to be a caution on Cardiolina from Averett. Home crowd did not like that call by the official at all. This time we got a caution on red, and home crowd got a little bit excited for that one.
Yep, they're going back and forth.
Back and forth indeed. Is that all? That could have been a caution on red as well, but ref let it go, and Carolina's got the leg in. He's trying to get, looks like he's trying to go double boots there, and he gets them both in. Wilson's looking to swim, and Carolina's got it. He's got it tight in there. Looks as if he's going for a power half. Plenty of time to wrestle. 1:30 left in the match. And as I'm looking at the clock, Wilson is able to get up. Score 11-2, now 13-2, effectively with riding time. Wilson's now got a leg in of his own, and well, of course, as I say that, he takes it right out. Twelve to 3 here. Ankle pick, takedown by Wilson, and let's ollie up. 12 to 4 here. Ollie a shot of his own, but Wilson throws it by.
Good job there by Wilson.
16 to 4. Five seconds. Wilson could have gone for the tech here, but he decides to ride him out instead, so. $17-4 here at the end of the match.
141 for Greensboro by leader decision, Josh Wilson. Next up at 149 for Averett, Gabe LeVay, who win by forfeit.
Gabe LeVay, senior, wins by forfeit. So after 4, score is going to be 18-5 in favor of Averett.
Yep, this is a good start for the Cougars here, Caleb. Exactly what they wanted to see when they went into this game.
Definitely, definitely. Another forfeit, and that's going to make the score 24-5 heading into the second half of competition. The last 5 weights, and we're going to see sophomore Anthony Taylor from Georgia up against Luke Gregory from Greensboro. Taylor looking to keep the action rolling here for the Cougars. Yeah, you see the Averett bench. We love that. We love that tough wrestling there.
Yeah, and the crowd loves it too.
Heavy hand fights, and it gets a little gritty out here. And culture here at Averett is, we love that kind of action.
Yep, you would know, Caleb.
Yes, sir. Spent 4 years myself doing it, and body lock, and no takedown yet. Still no takedown. Still no takedown. Anthony can put it to his back, and he gets the 2. Tough wrestling there by both men, and Anthony gets a 2, and we're back on our feet. He lets him up. Taylor says he wants some more of that. Shot attempt by Gregory, and still no 2 yet. He's in deep on the leg. Taylor's got that whizzer in. Still no 2. Still no 2. Anything can happen here. Taylor looking to square up, and he's gonna grab that leg. And he goes for the spladle, doesn't get it, but he does get the 2. Anthony Taylor gets a 2 off of that. Almost had a spladle in, and he was able to scramble around, and we're back to our feet. Score is now 4-2 in favor of Anthony Taylor. Good shot attempts by Gregory. Taylor's just been able to turn them into scoring opportunities of his own. Front headlock position here. Go for a cow catcher, and we're still neutral. Over-under position here. .30 seconds left in the first period.
Taylor's been very resilient in this first period, Caleb.
He's been doing very well. He's keeping his position really well, and he's been able to, it seems like, capitalize on the small details of the mistakes that Gregory's making with his shots. They're both wrestling really hard, but Taylor's been able to outdo him technically, it seems like, from my point of view, and still no takedown, and that's time. It's going to be no takedown. The Averett bench and that whole Averett crowd does not like that call, but Taylor had choice, he deferred, and Gregory is going to pick bottom here to start the second period off. Gregory gets out, so scores 4-3. Riding time is not a factor. That could have been really wild, but once again, Taylor gets a takedown. Lets him out, and score's going to be 6-3 with about 1:10 seconds left here in the second period. See, basically what's happening every time here is Gregory's reaching, and Anthony's just keeping his position, keeping it low, and as he reaches, goes for it, he's taking a shot, and Anthony's just been able to capitalize on the shots he's taken, almost from too far out, it looks like to me. That was a good shot attempt there. Taylor's got the whizzer in, 27 seconds left in the second period. Score 8-5. Taylor's looking to square up and reach to that opposite side leg, it seems like. He's got to block the arm off, and here he wants to pull at the elbow, and short time. That's going to be 2 points for Averett right at the end of the second period.
What a finish there, huh?
That was very beautiful, good wrestling. He kind of had to rush it a little bit to get it before the end of the period. But
clock was winding down. It's a good finish. For
sure, and it worked out in his favor. It's 10-5, and we're picking neutral. Coach wants Taylor to get some more takedowns here in this match. 10-5, riding time. Is a factor here. 1 minute and 1 second, it looks like, for Averett. Taylor's done really well in this position so far, not giving up any takedowns and doing really good job of continuing to wrestle, and that's going to be 2 there again for Anthony Taylor.
Yeah, Anthony Taylor's been tough right now. He's really battling through.
We still got a minute left to wrestle, and he's already got 6 takedowns.
Yeah.
He's going to let him up, it seems. Or I think the coaches want him to go for bonus and put him to his back, and guess what happens?
Yep.
Taylor puts it to his back. There the ref count. He's got 3. He's got 4. That's going to put him at 16 points for this match. He gets the fall. Anthony Taylor with the fall on senior night here at Averett University in the Grant Center. Takes the dual meet score to 30-5 with 4 matches left in the duel.
And the crowd is really into it, like we talked about pregame, you know. Just big crowd here at the Grant Center for senior night, and they're getting into it now.
I can definitely say that was one of my when I was wrestling here, when I was an athlete, the home crowd at wrestling meets, it can get wild sometimes.
Yeah.
It can get loud, and you know, it can really it can sway.
You can feed off of it,
You can feed
right?
off of
Yeah.
it, and it can really affect the momentum of the match. It seems like Greensboro guy didn't check in, so puts a quick 5-second delay on the match, but we're going to get started here at 174.
Let's see if Averett can continue their early success here.
Averett's been doing a really good job at capitalizing and scoring bonus points. And, I mean, in all of the wins so far have been via bonus points. So, via pin, actually. Michael Gabbard here versus Trevor Carter of Greensboro. Beautiful shot attempt by Gabbard. He's still in there. He could still get it. He gets a dunk. No score yet, but he puts him to his back.
There it is.
Will he get the fall? Will he get the fall here? He's got to ride this tough here. He could get the fall, and it looks like he will. It looks like he's going to get the fall, and he does. And he does. Michael Gabbard gets the fall here in the first period, less than 1 minute into the first period.
That was incredible.
Over Trevor Carter, and yes, sir, it was. Very incredible. Great wrestling there by Michael Gabbard. Beautiful sequence of events. 36-4 going into 184-pound weight class, and Mitchell's going to get the forfeit, so it's going to make it 42-4 in favor of Averett.
What a great showing here by the Cougars.
Indeed.
Mitchell for Averett versus Greensboro's Khalil Dunk.
And this match is going to be
That will be after the duel.
looked like we were going to go into some exhibition there in the middle of the dual meet, but we're going to wait until the end of the match.
At 197, coming up for Greensboro, Max Steele. And for Averett from Sterling, Virginia, Jacob Jimenez.
2 matches left to go in this dual meet, and Averett's up 36-4, and I think we're going to have a 1 or 2 exhibition matches at the end, but
let's see what the freshman out of Sterling, Virginia can do here.
good shot attempt there by Maximilian Steele. Jacob Jimenez is able to stuff his hips and keep the score from happening, so we're still neutral here. As you said, let's see what the freshman can do. Just saw one freshman pin his opponent early in the first, so let's see how Jimenez can do here. Tying up the wrist. And heavy hand fights, things we love to see.
Yep, you mentioned that earlier.
You know, as somebody that's competed at the collegiate level, and, you know, I enjoy watching all types of wrestling, men's, women's, freestyle, folk style, whatever it may be, Greco.
Mm-hmm.
I love seeing the heavy hand fights. I love seeing guys get after it and getting gritty with it.
Yep, and the fans love it too.
The fans love it too, yep. Sometimes the refs don't like it, but,
right.
You know, personally, both as a former competitor and, I mean, as a fan now, I love to see that type of action.
Yep.
Some people don't. Some people get upset about it, but at the end of the day, it's wrestling, and sometimes you just got to be tough and tough it out.
Yep, and the identity of this Cougars wrestling team is tough.
Very. Throw there by Steele. We're out of bounds, and score's going to be 2-0 in favor of Steele with 1 minute and 15 seconds left here in the first period. Jacobs up, and big mat return there by Maximilian Steele. Jimenez gets the escape, so score's going to be 2-1. 50 seconds left. Got that elbow there. Almost looked like he was going to go for a duck. Shot there by Jimenez. And we're still neutral. Slide by attempt, no good. Short time here. Looks as if we're going to go into the second period scoreless, or scoreless at the end, but he was close to it and didn't get it. So at the end of the first, score's going to be 2-1 in favor of Greensboro.
Yeah, late push there by Jimenez, but time ran out.
Time ran out, and the good news is we still have a lot of wrestling to do here in this match. Anything can happen in 4 minutes. I mean, honestly, anything can happen in 5 seconds.
100%.
I've seen a lot of wild things go down.
Nope, and that's what the Pride are thinking on that bench over there for sure.
Definitely. No change, says the ref. And we're still going to be on bottom here. Just a short time into the second period. With riding time being at 37 seconds, Jimenez is going to want to get out to keep from that riding time building up and get hurt him at the end of the match. We're up and out. No riding time yet. Equaling to a minute, so score still 2-2. After that 1-point escape by Jimenez. He just went headlock to a double, and good takedown there by Jimenez. Not sure what he's trying to do here. Locking his arms like that. There you go, he gets an escape. Score's now going to be 4-3 with 30 seconds left in the second period in favor of Steele from Greensboro. Averett coaches they're getting hyper. They want to see some action here.
It's getting loud on that bench.
They want him to finish on top here with 10 seconds left. He gets stuck on both knees after that double attempt, and like a little conversation there between Greensboro's coach and the wrestler. Not sure what they were talking about, but Steele picks down, and score's now 5-3 in favor of Steele of Greensboro. Just as I say that, he gets a takedown, which is going to make it 7-3. Jimenez needs to get out here and put together a couple takedowns of his own if he wants to come out of this match with a win. Score 7-4. He's also got to make up for that riding time point, so he's going to have to get a couple takedowns. Another takedown by Steele. A little over a minute left here in the final period of this 197 match.
Steele having a good showing here for the Pride.
He definitely is. Had a cradle locked up there and could have gotten a turn, but Jimenez able to get out of it, and shot attempt from Jimenez, but if you see there, he's staying on both knees, and that really keeps him from being able to get in deeper with the leg. He needs to keep his at least one knee up so he can move freely and isn't stuck there. It's almost like you're stuck in concrete when you're there on both knees. You really can't move. Don't have the freedom to move. So
that was a good analogy. I like the concrete.
Shuck by, no takedown though until now. 11-5. It's only going to be 6 points, so he's not going to get the major here, even with the riding time. Going to put him at 7, but Maximilian Steele comes away with the win over Jacob Jimenez.
Pride definitely needed that effort from Steele.
He did. Like I said, it's momentum can do a lot of things within this sport. And Averett's already got the duel locked up. But after that win, the score is going to be 36-7. Jamar Christian of Averett going up against going up against Brandon Williams.
Yep, Jamar Christian, the junior out of New Kent, Virginia, with the record of 20-8 this year.
Jamar's had a pretty good year put together so far. This match is going to be a good one for him. Brandon Williams out of Greensboro, a really solid wrestler.
Yep.
A lot of wrist ties going on here. Williams trying to go for a 2-on-1 there, and hard club, but not really sure what Brandon Williams is going for here. Looks like he's using the wrist and arms a lot. He's going for a 2-on-1, a little bit of tying up, but looks as if he's going for some kind of drag to a shot or trying to use that 2-on-1 to his advantage. Jamar doing a good job of keeping it moving and not allowing him to get a tight grip on that 2-on-1. There it is again. It's going over tie with that wrist. There was a drag attempt, so. A couple fakes there by Christian.
Just under a minute here.
Heavy hand fighting there. "27 seconds left. A lot of hand fighting. Whole lot of hand fighting.
Yeah, we've seen a lot of that here.
A lot of tying up, a lot of fakes, but no real, seems like, commitments to shots.
Nope.
With 10 seconds left, looks like we're going to be going into this second period. 0-0. I don't know who that was yelling in the background, but they were off on their timing. Head coach Blake Rulo apparently not liking the way some of this hand fighting is going.
You played, obviously. Do you think that this is excessive hand fighting, or what would you say on that?
I've seen way worse.
Yeah.
Sometimes the placement can be a little iffy. You know, there's technically supposed to be like a triangle here from above the eyebrows and down where you're not supposed to make contact with. But you know, at the end of the day, it's wrestling and things happen.
Yeah.
I haven't seen anything that would be considered out of line, but then again, I don't have the same vantage point as the bench over there, so they could be seeing things that I'm not.
Yeah, it seemed like
which is very, very plausible.
Yeah, it seemed like Coach Rulo was not too pleased, but here we go.
So here we go. Williams took down and he got up. Riding time not going to be a factor in this period so far, and scores 1-0 in favor of Williams from Greensboro. I don't know if people at home can hear that, but Coach Rulo is getting fired up over there on the bench.
Yep, he's definitely getting into it here.
Which is pretty typical for him. Shot attempt by Christian and unable to get it back into the hand fight.
Yeah, like you mentioned, Caleb, he's a great coach. He's very passionate, too.
He is. He knows the sport very well, and he's very passionate about it. You know, he cares about the sport. He cares about his athletes and their success, and it's very evident when you see the way he coaches.
Yep.
Shot attempt by Christian. With these heavyweights, you really don't want to be under all that weight, even though you're a heavyweight yourself. You don't want to be trapped under somebody that's you know, way up to 285 pounds.
Both men here have been pretty good at avoiding that.
For sure, they definitely have, and the action's been good. A lot of hand fighting, like we talked about earlier, and I think the key to Christian's success here is going to be getting Williams moving and get him stepping and being able to catch that leg in the right position. Short time here, less than 5 seconds to go, and a couple seconds left, and Christian would have had a takedown, and Williams is looking over here at the scores table like he knows he got away with one there. We are getting fired up here in this final scored match here at the Grant Center. Coaching staff are getting fired up. The fans are getting fired up. The team's getting fired up. Everybody's just getting fired up.
And like you said, these guys are feeding off of that energy from the crowd and from their bench.
For sure. It's one of those things that it's inevitable. You're going to get fired up.
Yep.
We're going to look for a stalling call here. Averett's calling for it. Christian gets out. We're tied here, 1-1. A minute 45 left to go in the third period. Takedown is going to win this. We are in a takedown wins it situation.
Does it get more exciting than this, huh?
Very, very seldom does it get more exciting. I think, obviously when you get to the regional tournament, the national tournament, those kind of things it gets. But when it comes to home duels, this is fun.
Yeah, you can hear it in the crowd.
A good hand fighting, snap down shot attempt, stringing along there, and back into the collar ties. A minute left here in the third period. Takedown is going to win it. Williams being heavy on the head of Christian. .45 seconds left. Williams got those wrists, looking to use those, and goes for a drag. Nothing. Christian's got an underhook, had an underhook.
Here we go.
No score. We're still scoreless. Is that going to be a stalling call? It is not. Ref calls action. Ref calls action there. We got 18 seconds left here in the third period. We could be seeing an overtime situation. Riding time is not a factor. Williams being heavy on the head there, Christian. And short time, no score. No score. There is no score there, so we're going into overtime. Greensboro bench calling for 2, as there is no reaction time in collegiate wrestling there from that position. And he didn't put a hand down. He rolled through it, so no takedown. We're going into overtime. 2 minutes here. First person to score wins. And that doesn't matter whether it's takedown, 2 stalling calls, whatever it is. First point wins.
Here we go. You can feel the energy building up
The energy is wild.
Yep.
I think the only thing really when it comes to dual competition that really can match this kind of energy is when the duel is close and winner takes the whole thing, It's
yeah, I agree.
that, and when guys are wrestling ranked individuals and beat a ranked guy. Or no score. That was a close one there. That was a real close one there.
Right on the line. And Jamar Christian has the entire Grant Center behind him right now.
The Grant Center is going wild. That's going to be 2 points for Brandon Williams. And Brandon Williams sneaks one away. Wins over Jamar Christian 3-1 in overtime.
Amazing effort by both men, though, for sure.
That was a great match. And, yes, as you said, amazing effort by both men. So everybody watching at home, that concludes the actual dual meet. Averett's going to come away over Greensboro, 42-10. Fun fact, every single one of Averett's wins during this competition was via pin, except for the forfeits. So here we are. We've got, I believe I was told, 4 extra matches to finish the night off. And here's the first one. going to be Riker Perriman. I believe he's an Idaho native.
Interesting, Caleb, here. You know, the Cougars' last duel, 37-9, pretty similar to this one as well, 42-10.
Yeah, was that 30? You said 37-9 over.
Yep.
That was over Southern Virginia.
Southern Virginia, yep. So Cougars on a roll right now.
Talking about a roll. Perriman could. I was going to make a funny pun, but it didn't work out in my favor.
I was here for it.
I appreciate it. I appreciate the support. My friends tell me I ain't funny, and then I say something like that, and I wonder why they say that.
There you go.
(2-0) here with minute 35 left in the first period of this first exhibition match. Just got a text telling us to look cool. Apparently, we're getting our picture taken, so
Nice.
we gotta look official here. I don't
smile.
know. How do I look cool? Do I flex? What do I do? I don't.
I think we look pretty solid right now.
Good, yeah, I think we do. I think we're
Trying
doing
to put
good.
my own flex on right now.
Yeah, you got it.
There we go.
Shirt might be a little too tight for you.
You're right. Gotta get it's like a schmedium t-shirt.
Schmedium.
Mm-hmm.
Love the schmediums.
Nope.
Fun fact: this is indeed a schmedium that I'm wearing as well.
Looks like it. Yeah.
30 seconds left here in this first period. Riker Perriman still on top. And, of course, as I say that, Greensboro gets an escape, follows up with two heavy clubs. Short time here. Score 2-1. Go into the second period. As you were saying earlier, Averett on a little roll here, 2 dual wins back-to-back, and they're going to look to continue that success this upcoming weekend as they head to New Jersey and wrestle Stevens Institute of Technology and TCNJ in duels on Saturday. So for all the fans at home, make sure you're keeping track of that as Averett takes on 2 high-ranked programs.
Yep, and I'm sure Coach Rulo is definitely excited for that. And obviously this effort that the Cougars have put on tonight, it's definitely exciting. Start to feel the energy building around this team.
Definitely. You know, I know not only Coach Rulo, but, I mean, the whole coaching staff. I know the wrestlers are excited for this coming Saturday. We want to go, and sometimes you got to go and wrestle tough opponents, and that's same with any sport. The only way you're going to get better is to go up against competition that's really going to test you. So I know that, you know, Averett's going to head there this weekend with the idea to come home with 2 more dual wins, and they're going to do their best to do so, and put their best lineup out there, their best wrestlers, and do their best and do what it takes to, like I said, come home with those 2 W's.
Yeah, and we talked about it. I mean, the Cougars are a really tough team. They're resilient, and they definitely won't back away from any challenge. So, you know, they're definitely excited for any competition that comes their way.
For sure. We're going to see a takedown here. The score is going to be 6-1 now with 25 seconds left. I believe in the second period. Averett crowd over there in the corner calling for stalling, and they get it. It's always funny, you know, taking wrestlers to events, and no matter the sport, I remember this past fall, a lot of the guys were here supporting our volleyball team, and one of the other team's players had to like tie their shoe or something, and just the whole wrestling team is up in the stands yelling, "Stalling, stalling," because I mean that's just how wrestlers are.
Yeah, especially this group and the Cougars. I mean, as somebody who's on the baseball team, it's well known that Averett Wrestling is very loud and excited to be here, and you know, they're just a fun squad to watch.
It is fun. It's a fun squad to watch, but it's fun to be with them when they're supporting other teams.
Seems
as well.
like a tight knit kind of group.
It's you know, the only way I know how to explain it to you is when you go in the practice room and beat each other up day in and day out. It's very hard to match that the kind of camaraderie that wrestling builds in that manner.
I can see that.
Sometimes it's not the most fun thing in the world. Sometimes it feels like it's the worst thing in the world. But slide by attempt. Oh, that was almost dirty. You know, as I was saying, it's fun. Sometimes it's terrible, but at the end of the day, you make it through. It's well worth it.
Yeah.
And personally, I owe most of my success to the sport and the lessons it's taught me. And, you know, I wouldn't have it any other way, whether it's injuries I had, whatever it was.
100%.
It's fun watching other sports as well and being able to go out and support them. Yeah. Especially, I know we had the volleyball team. Shout out Coach Olivia and Coach Braden for having the volleyball team out here tonight, and a bunch of other fans. But
that's definitely the culture here at Averett for sure. Is just everybody supporting everybody, but especially the wrestling team. I mean, like I said, it's known that the wrestling team comes out and shows out for any sport. So, you know, you see it on the mat and off. It's
that one team philosophy that Meg preaches, and she's brought to Averett. And like you said, it really shows. Not just with those guys, but you know, with everybody and the support that is given out.
I can see that.
Whether it's, you know, the professors, the athletes, the support staff, you know, SID, athletic training, sports performance, no matter who it is, you know, it's everybody. ELE, everybody love everybody.
Everybody loves everybody, yep.
I got talking and going on a soapbox there. I don't even know what the break was for, but 43.4 seconds left here in the third period.
There we go.
Optional start there to a front headlock, and didn't work out the way that he wanted it, but you could see a throw here for either guy. And what it up? Now that is good wrestling. That was beautiful. Good flow there. .28 seconds left here. Riker Perriman up 8-2. Riding time is locked in, so 9-2 at the least. That's 2. That's going to make it 11-2.
Nice,
he gets the major. Good work here by both guys. Great work here by Riker. In the first exhibition match of the night. 3 more to go.
Dual score, the final score was 42-10. We are now exhibition number 2 of 4.
If you can hear that at home, as Drew said, the duel is over. Averett just won with a score 42-10. We are in exhibitions right now.
Khalil Mitchell.
See Khalil Mitchell up against Khalil Belk of Greensboro. Looks as if Belk is trying to go 2-on-1. Tries to snap into a front headlock. And he's trying to get the 2-on-1 there. Doesn't really have it. Well,
Definitely trying.
Had it for a split second, but Mitchell able to get it out. He's dug in an underhook, and just a lot of good hand fighting here, going in and out of the collar ties and wrist ties. Mitchell had a 2-on-1 to a key lock of his own, and Belk able to get out of it. Little arm drag attempt there by Belk. Minute 19 left in the first period. Really haven't seen any shot attempts here so far in this match. Just a bunch of tying up and 2-on-1s.
Yeah.
And as I say that, Mitchell goes 2-on-1 to an inside trip, and Belk able to square up and get out of that predicament. Ten seconds left. Here in the first period, we're scoreless. One or two shot attempts, but really just a lot of hand fighting. And
seemed like both of them were just kind of feeling themselves out there, and, you know, it's still kind of early.
They were, for sure. I think they were honestly having a difficult time getting to their offense off of the ties and stuff. It seemed like both guys were kind of able to feel each other out in a manner to not let the other guy get what they wanted.
Yeah.
Mitchell goes bottom, and he gets an escape. So score is now going to be 1-0 in favor of Khalil Mitchell of Averett. Mitchell with a 2-on-1. Interesting to see what he goes for. He goes inside trip to a takedown. He could get back points here if he plays his cards right. He wants to elevate that, and there he goes. He does it with that claw. It's going to be, it looks like a 2 count. Scores 3-0 after these points were awarded. It'll be 5-0. There we go. Mitchell ahead 5-0 with less than a minute left in the second period. He's got that wrist, trying to pull it in. Ball and chain there. Not sure if he's trying to go claw or if he's trying to go tilt from it. Stalling warning on red. Ref says he's not giving enough action, and Mitchell's getting back points. Ref's looking deep into it like he could get a fall. Ref's looking really close there. No fall, but we did get a 4 count, and we're out of bounds. So with 14 seconds left in the second period, Khalil Mitchell is ahead 9-0.
Definitely a tale of 2 periods, right, Caleb? I mean, Mitchell really showing out here in the second period.
Yep. Going from 0-0 in the first to, scoring 9 points in a minute 45. Did we get a 2 count? Yes, we did. So there it is, 11-0. Going into the third, and everybody from Averett side was calling for a pin. They choose neutral. Didn't want to go under again after getting turned twice. Well, 3 times. I had a feeling that was going to be what happened, and into another inside trip to his back. That should have been a 2 count for back points. There we go. 2, 3, 4. That's going to be a tech fall. If he doesn't pin him, it will be a tech fall. 13, 14. 17-0 win for Khalil Mitchell.
Great effort there by Khalil Mitchell after a slow first period for sure.
Indeed. Couldn't get to the offense in the first and then really opened up.
Yeah.
A lot of scoring done in the last 2.5 minutes.
For sure.
So here we'll see Averett University's Shalil Jones in the 3rd exhibition match of the night. Little thigh slap there. I'm glad people started talking because it was getting really quiet here in the Grant Center there for a second.
Seems like, again, these men are just kind of feeling themselves out in this first period.
They are, and that's definitely one of the things that comes with the heavier weights, 97 and heavyweight especially.
Mm-hmm.
It's sometimes for a while it's a lot of real just what we've been seeing for the first minute.
Try to pace yourself or, stuff like that?
Yeah. I mean, I think it's definitely a lot easier to get worn out when you're those guys, and not only pacing yourself, but, like we saw with the lighter weights, they're in and out, taking shots, whatever.
Yep.
Most of the heavier weights don't do a whole lot of shooting.
Right.
Where a lighter guy might take 10 shots, I feel like heavier guys might take 1 or 2.
Yeah.
They're very selective with when and how they shoot. And for Jaleel, I think that was the first shot attempt he took all match, and, it worked out for him.
Yeah.
Waiting for his opening, and, He took it.
A lot more patience, you know.
For sure. I'm going to watch this stream back later and see how many times I said for sure.
Just under 30 seconds here.
Jalil doing a good job of keeping that pressure in the center of the back there and not allowing him to build up into his base. Collected the wrist with a little more time. We could have potentially saw a little something, but Greensboro wrestler pointing at his shoulder. Apparently he's heard it before or pointed at it like, hey, coach, it's my shoulder again.
Yeah, he definitely went over to the Greensboro bench and kind of pointed at it, so something to look for here.
Nice underhook in and ooh, a slide by attempt, and Jalil was able to go right back into the underhook from it. Leg and gets the takedown. Jalil Jones up 4-0, and there he goes attacking that same wrist. I believe that was the shoulder that he was pointing at earlier. I'm not totally sure. He's got that wrist tight, and I'm assuming that he's going to try to put it on his back, but 35 seconds left. Still a lot of time to score some points. And that's a stalling call for on red, Greensboro. End of the second. Jalil Jones up 4-0. We're going neutral here. Jones has got a takedown in both periods, so look to see if he'll score a third in the third. Minute 30 left in the match. Jalil Jones up 4-0. Went for an underhook. Looked like he almost had it. Jones able to fight out of it.
Yeah, Jones has done that both periods so far, fighting through it.
I've noticed that Jones is the only one that's really gone for any kind of leg attack. Greensboro has been all upper body, slide by, snap downs, underhooks, things of that nature. So
it's a good observation.
It'd be interesting to see with 35 seconds left if he continues that pattern or if he decides to try to take a shot of any kind.
30 here.
And that's some heavy hands. He is throwing them clubs around, something crazy.
You can hear both benches getting into it now.
Things are getting tense, but need a big move here. Jones up 4-0, so a takedown would not win it for Greensboro. 5 seconds left. Good hand fighting. Jones just weathering the storm. Jones gets a win. 5-0.
And your winner in this exhibition, by decision from Averett, Jaleel Jones.
Yeah, Jaleel Jones did a good job there of fighting through and just, staying on his feet.
He definitely did. He saw his opportunity and took it.
Yeah.
Got takedowns out of it. Couldn't get a turn, but he got 2 takedowns, and then he had enough riding time to lock up the riding time point. So good match wrestled there by Jaleel. Here we'll see our last exhibition match of the night, a heavyweight. Will Longhurst up against Bencomo from Greensboro. I just gotta. Nice little throw to the takedown there, and it looks like Longhurst is going to get the pin, and he does to finish out the exhibition matches here at Averett University on senior night. Longhurst gets the win, so as I said before, Averett wins 42-10 in the regular duel.
It's quite the way to finish that, huh?
And Longhurst finishes out with a pin.
Yeah. Exhibition matches. Again, your final score of the duel, Averett 42, Greensboro 10.
Everybody at home, once again,
I'm Thomasini.
I'm Caleb Harmon, signing off.